It's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. We've got Doncic. Wallace is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Gill. And it's Rice in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Embiid with it. He had Simmons atop the key. Back to Embiid. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall. All the skill in the world and a personality made for starters.
Now the pass to Doncic. Over Simmons. And Doncic gets it to go.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Here's Thibault. Takes it off the glass. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Here's Gill. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Shot clock at 5. Pulls from the top of the key. And Simmons with the rebound. Harris dishes to Richardson. Pass to Simmons. A floater. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Likewise, that's his first personal foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Harris, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Here's Thibault. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Thibault's got 5 minutes.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field. They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Pass to Embiid. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Thibault. Bronx grabs the miss. Here's Rice. Here's Doncic. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Richardson outside.
2 minutes.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Beautiful choice by Richardson. The floater, a must-have if you're a guard in the NBA.
Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Brady's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
And the Bronx going with a whole new group out there. Now, here's Rozier. Swiped it away. And now, Philadelphia on the break. Burks leading the charge. That one drops for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Passes it to Bose. 2:27 left to play in the first. And here is Rozier. 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin. Nails the baby hook.
This is where Blake does most of his damage. Just get him the rock inside the paint.
Here's Milton, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Griffin. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fires for 3. Not a hand on it. There's the pass to Milton. Bridges with the board.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Simmons. Oh, wow.
That was nice. Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Here's Milton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
From downtown. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Defensively, they have... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Horford is out there with Simmons. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Simmons. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Milton. Crane defending. Offline with his 3. The Bronx trails by 11. Wallace the pass to Bridges. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Bridges has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bronx. And here are the 76ers now. Kicks it to Simmons. Passes it to Milton. The shot from the low post is good. Milton's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You know, thinking back, Chauncey Billups once said, Griffin might be too nice of a guy, yet he's a league leader in technicals almost every season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
It's stolen. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
And it's Graham missing. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. 9-point game. Here's the Bronx. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
From the arc, Griffin kicks to Rice. They shoot again. Swiped away. to the middle. Here's Weibel, and the shot is good. Weibel's got 7.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Milton. 6 points for him. Nice shot from 10 feet out. 8 points for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Bones. And another miss by the Bronx.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Richardson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Super assertive on the offensive end. Something Josh has worked on, and it's paid off.
And Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D type player. Recommitted himself last year, Smitty, to defense.
Kevin, he felt like he wasn't being impactful on the defensive end and vowed to amend that. He can be a nuisance with that reach, and he's put in that extra work to solidify his defensive presence.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bronx trails by 17. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Bogues the pass to Bridges. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. The Bronx also with a sub. Wallace is checked in. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can.
Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Yes.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunity.
The 76ers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Burks, he's checked in for Tobias Harris.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Embiid's there. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
2 shots.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
Bogues against Simmons. Now here's Bogues. D right on him. Bridges, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bronx. The shot misses. And so it's Philadelphia sitting with the comfort. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Miles Bridges, he's been playing really well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for the Bronx, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Gill is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Wallace, and it's Rice in at the 3. Doncic dishes to Rice. With the shot, misses off the left iron.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has, and a guy that wants to get his team involved.
Shoots it up. Doncic, no good.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. How they envisioned this one.
Bronx making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Wallace against Harris. Count the basket. And the 76ers lead by 20.
And you've got to give it to Harris, able to make subtle adjustments under defensive pressure.
From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Wallace. Doncic has got 5.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
One-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And the Bronx, another 3.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Embiid, the pass to Thibault. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And there's the pass to Rozier. The Bronx working now with a fresh shot clock. For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Bronx. They trail by 16. And it's Rozier missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Richardson. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Bronx trails by 16. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Rice. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Richardson. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Bronx making a switch here.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Inside, Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 points in the game.
And you just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
The Bronx trails by 15. Rozier with the ball. And Burks picks him up defensively.
If you allow Blake Griffin to get that close, the result, a dunk.
1:03 left in the third. Here's Milton. Graham defending. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Miles Bridges. For Philadelphia, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
At the line,
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Bogues kicks to Rozier. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. They grab their own miss.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And that one is good. Korkmaz has got his first basket.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Here's Griffin, up and in from the low block.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Here's Milton. 8 points for him. Burks on the wing. Lets it go with the three. Bronx grabs the miss. Griffin's got his 6th rebound on the night. No good. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement shot selection, and it's led to it. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Shoots the 3. And it's Bogues missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Harris. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 19.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting body on body.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Richardson comes in for Corton. Then for the Bronx, Wallace comes in for Terry Rozier. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Bogues. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Griffin kicks to Doncic. Griffin inside, guarded by Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. That shot wide open. And that's 11 points for Luka Doncic.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had the first.
There's the steal. Griffin dishes to Bridges. Here's Gill. And it's off from 3-point range. The 76ers leading by 16. Here's Thibault. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gill against Richardson. Shoots. Out to Doncic. From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Their ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
To the paint, here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Horford. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. Here's Simmons. Bronx grabs the miss. Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes, sailing in.
Can you believe that move? That is power. That is grace. That is awesome.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to Harris. Doncic against Simmons. Pass to Thibault. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bronx trails by 17. The 3. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Bronx. Simmons passes to Embiid. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. 8 points for Ben Simmons.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way, he's still able to complete the play.
Here's Rice. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And the 76ers call time here. They lead by 14. There's a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
In total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Philadelphia leading by 16. Taken away. One-on-one fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. Both teams changing it up here. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Passes to Embiid. Robinson with it. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Burks on the wing. Clock at 6. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Embiid. He can't get it to go. The Bronx goes the other way with it. The pass to Bogues. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Rice. Graham dishes to Rice. Now Bogues shoots over Burks. And it's Bogues missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Back to Embiid. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Substitution on the
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused.